Okay, hi everybody. You all just saw my various hair colors, and in my last picture, it was um, swampy, bluish and green, and now you can see it's blonde. Now the picture was taken 3 days ago, so I'm gonna show y'all how to do that in a minute. I went from brown hair with blonde tips to blonde to pink, and then I cut it and dyed it brown. Then I bleached it again, and then I put red, and then black, and then I bleached it again. And yes, you're probably wondering, how's your hair not fallen off or dead? Well, I don't know if you can see in the video, but it is pretty dry, so I need to get a deep conditioner. Um, anyways, so the colors that I went through, I ended up bleaching it, and since I had dyed it black, it had grown out, and my roots were growing out too, so all my roots were like white. Hold on a second. All my roots were like white, almost. And so then what we did was my sister told me to get a toner, which I used Color Charm Wella T18 Lightest Ash Blonde. And they say to mix that with a 20 developer, but I used a 30 and my hair turned out fine. It does dry your hair out, as most things do. Anything you do to your hair is going to damage it. And another thing, so I ended up putting blonde in the back, and we toned it right after that, so it all faded. And I was dyeing my cousin's hair the other day, and I ended up wiping my forehead and getting blue and purple all on the side, like all over here. And so what I did was I was like, you know what the heck? I'm just gonna take my Aqua Rush Splat and just mess up my hair. And what it did was it turned my blonde green, and then it turned the purple blue. So I know it was blue, but I don't know what happened. After I went swimming, it faded a lot, and so I just had like green and blue like stripes. And so what I did, which you can get vitamin C tablets at Walmart for like $5. I have a 1,000 milligram 100 tablets, and I used about 10 of those. And what you do is you put about 10 of them in a mixing bowl or a bowl or a bag or something, and you crush them up to dust. So it has to be like a dust so you can make the paste. And then you're going to take a... They suggest using a non-color protectant shampoo because it helps it strip it out better, like Head and Shoulders. But I just used some Tresemme. And so you make that like a paste, and then you wet your hair because it has to be wet because it's like a shampoo, and you rub it all in your hair. It's probably gonna smell weird depending on if you have too many tablets, or if your shampoo smells weird. And so what you're gonna do, you're gonna make it like a paste, and you're gonna lather your hair in it, and you're gonna put on a shower cap or a plastic bag. And I left mine on for about an hour, and so I think it worked pretty well, seeing as how it's all basically blonde again with a little bit of blue on each side. So you're gonna do that. It is gonna dry your hair really bad. You're gonna need to condition a lot after. Go to Walmart or Sally's and get a hot oil treatment or a deep conditioner, and just don't do a lot to your hair, because whenever your hair is wet after you bleach it a few times, whenever it's wet, it's gonna feel gummy and it feels like it's gonna break off. And your hair can break off. It's not gonna straight up fall out unless you bleach your entire head over and over again, which then it could damage your hair. I don't suggest bleaching a lot either, because sometimes if you bleach enough, it would make it to where your hair will not grow out past a certain length. So I don't know. This video is for girls, guys. I don't really care. Um, Girls, I might be doing some tutorials on how to dye hair, doing ombre dyes and just various dyes. And some of the dyes I use, they're vibrant colors because they appeal more to me. Like, I like to do hair. I like putting different colors, as you can see with all my many pictures. Um, but if you don't like the color, or do you want to keep it that long, just I can show y'all the tutorial if y'all request. The toner or the vitamin C paste. Um, and it basically just like strips out the color, basically. Like I said, basically twice in that sentence. Whenever I got in the shower and I started rinsing out all the paste, I just saw like all the blue and green like bleeding out. It looked like a Smurf was in Psycho. So you're just gonna do that. I can show y'all how I do some hair. I can show y'all how to do rainbow hair. Make a request. I don't even care. Just make a request. So I think that's pretty much it. Whenever you want to keep the color, use cold water, because hot water kind of opens up your hair and makes it porous. So the dye would like fade and bleed out. Reds do that a lot, so reds you have to be very careful with, like red cherry reds and even natural reds or pinks. You're gonna want to use cold water whenever you're just washing your hair, because it'll keep the color longer than you would expect. I've done almost every color from purple to pink to red to blue to green to those last two colors you saw. Don't even know how to describe them. Just make a request, ask me a question, leave a comment, and I'll try to help you the best I can. I just hope you like the video, and if you need any help, just ask.